green for you, but it seems to be not too bad on the frame rate right now. We've got our tower. So yeah, let's say if I update the chat, should be working fine too. Hi, white Pikmin, not whole Pikmin, of course. Sorry. So yeah, trying to fix a few things. Yes, I'm back. There wasn't any streaming and I was talking in the emptiness and the void. This game looks like it's going to be awesome. Yes, I hope it will be. It's one of my dream games. When I started the IFSCL so many years ago, it was really one of the games that I also wanted to do. And so no, it's not IFSCL, it's Lyoko Conquerors, the online wars. And it's an online game only. It's not an MMORPG, which is a dumb thing to do when you're alone and not a professional big team. But it's still a big and ambitious project, as it's an RTS game, a real-time strategy game, which is meant to feature one versus one player on Lyoko maps, replica maps more exactly, in 3D and online. So I'm just fixing one thing in the code, so sorry for that. I'm just... So there's not a... Pourquoi avoir choisi Unity 5 et pas une Real 4? Unity 5, so sorry, French for a second. Une Real 4 parce que au début quand j'avais cherché, quand j'ai dû choisir entre un des deux moteurs, et Unity je trouve juste plus simple d'accès, meilleur pour tout ce qui est interface, ce qui est ma spécialité en tant que enfin au niveau professionnel, c'est ma spécialité, c'est de faire des interfaces, et Unity est bien plus agréable pour faire des interfaces. Ensuite, sur Unity on fait des jeux qui permettent d'être quand même beaucoup plus optimisés pour le plus grand nombre. De manière générale, je le trouve plus simple d'accès. Alors Unreal, on fait très vite des choses très jolies, mais on peut aussi faire des choses très jolies avec Unity. Et Unreal aussi, il ne faut pas oublier qu'il n'y a pas tout le monde qui peut le faire tourner, alors que des jeux Unity, il y a beaucoup plus de gens qui ont de chances de les faire tourner. Et salut à ceux qui arrivent. Hello to everyone that is coming. So yeah, just 1 second of picture. Oh, this is beautiful. Let's go back into the code. I just wanted to be sure about who's owning a tower when we have two towers. One is deactivated, and I want the other one to be understood. C'est probablement, c'est pas coincé à 360p, c'est juste que le stream avait beaucoup de problèmes autrement, donc j'ai dû baisser la qualité. J'espère que la qualité est pas trop dégueulasse non plus. C'est à vous de me dire si c'est vraiment moche ou pas. Je vais revoir ça très rapidement. J'espère que c'est suffisant. So no, it's not IFSCL. It's definitely Lyoko Conquerors, the Online Wars. It's not the same game. Plus de problème, j'en sais rien. En tout cas, j'ai réduit énormément la qualité. Donc, so yeah, Hamody Games, just listen to what I say. Oh yeah, and I wanted just to check on this page. Will there be more sectors? Yeah, there's not only the sectors of the desert sectors. Definitely not. There's much more than that. So, yeah. Okay, yeah, it's working fine. So, yeah, I'm sorry for the quality. Apparently, I really can't go beyond. Otherwise, there are some issues on the frame, on the overall. How can I play this game? Currently, you only have to be there when I offer a seat for prototypes beta test, which happens generally for 1 day, and I talk about it on the Discord channels and on Facebook page, etc. So you just have to check the links in the video and there's the place where I talk about it. So yeah, not yet able to download it. So yeah, I wanted to check Spawn Tower. Who owns the tower? So owner ID. Get owner ID. Get nope. I just want to be sure that. Photo network player ID. Yeah, should be that. Okay, so we refresh Spawn Tower. So if we are in offline mode, I might do a solo mode for this game, but it's not iOS, pas du tout prévu. C'est un jeu PC. Je vais pas commencer à faire du Apple. Les monstres ennemis seront-ils en une couleur autre que les alliés pour ne pas avoir à confondre en plein combat? Oui, c'est une grosse problématique en fait d'ailleurs de ce jeu-là, que de faire un truc qui ressemble à Lyoko mais en même temps réussir à faire un truc compréhensible. Starcraft par exemple, ils mettent une énorme outline autour du personnage, mais je trouve ça un peu dégueulasse. Donc là en fait c'est une recolorisation plutôt légère mais efficace des unités. Je vais vous montrer ça bientôt. So let's see, and yeah, can you see? Yeah, you can see almost the commands pretty well. So yeah, I wanted to check offline owner. So yes, it's much likely here, but I want to be sure about that. Get possessed tower, instance spawn tower, and owner. Get owner or is owned by player. I'm going to do some new function for that. So Lyoko component and public boolean is it owned by player. So if we are in offline, 0 return true, else return false. My holidays are going fine, thank you. Is the problem in single player is about creating AI? Yeah. How great are you? Yes, mostly, but this won't prevent me from doing a very basic one with enemies that almost act like turrets, you know. So yeah, it will be like that. But also, I really want to concentrate on doing a good multiplayer game first and foremost. It's the most important part. Les monstres ennemis seront-ils, oui, dans une couleur différente? Oui. Can you show us a little sneak peek about the game? Yeah, I will. I've got here. It is here, but just 1 second. I'm going to do it. To do it, I just have to fix one thing. So yeah, I check this is okay. This is okay too, and it's that one is okay. Merge to one to our targets. Okay. Unit to offline mode. Get neutral tower. And here I will keep it till the end. Though, just keep in mind that for now, Lyoko Conquerors isn't confirmed yet. So it doesn't, virtually to me, it doesn't exist to the public. It will start to exist when I will post a first trailer. Other than that, I can just drop it at any moment. It's just like Lyoko Wanderers, which is my mobile called Lyoko fan game. And that one also, although people can already play it in alpha version, I never did. I did only one teaser, but not one trailer. And at the moment where I do one trailer, I confirm that I will go to the end of the project. That's really the idea. Yeah, single player is really again, it's not the purpose of this game. So I want. I would try. I would want to do some story mode, but very easy and quick, just to give a little background to how this happened in the Lyoko universe, how everything of this is possible. That's something I really want to tell through a story, the story of William, basically, under the spell of Zana. That's really the backstory of the game, and I'll see if I do cinematics or whatever. But I really would like and would love to explain what Zana did on all his replicas, and how do we end up with this game, basically. Any live stream planned from this week? Apart from this one, no, I don't plan any other. So yeah, let's fix this PV kernel. Owner ID equal, yeah. And if so I return this, you'll be able to see a little bit of in-game content in a minute. Again, sorry for the quality. Il y aura une histoire en plus. Oui, c'est vraiment. Enfin, ce sera pas aussi important que l'histoire dans l'IFSL, par exemple, qui je considère, notamment grâce au doublage officiel qui s'est rajouté au jeu, qui est devenu très important. L'histoire dans Lyoko Conquerors, elle sera présentée très rapidement. Je veux dire, ce sera dans les tutos du mode solo et ce sera très court. Mais j'ai vraiment envie de raconter voilà, pourquoi ce qui s'est passé avec William, et expliquer aussi pourquoi on va se retrouver avec des trucs. Pourquoi on se retrouve avec plusieurs Xana, notamment des Xana qui se combattent entre eux. Je veux vraiment rendre ça plausible. Et ça part de cette idée que Xana a expérimenté beaucoup de choses lorsqu'il était seul sur ses réplicas, et que William a aussi tenté de se rebeller plus d'une fois, et qu'il y a eu un vrai combat intérieur. Et c'est vraiment ça que je veux montrer en plus à travers ce jeu. En plus d'être un super jeu multijoueur dont tout le monde rêvait, je veux vraiment avoir ça. Yeah, cinematics would be very great. Could be very great. Hello from Turkey. Hello from France. And hello from Finland. You're coming on from everywhere. That's sick. Le breakdance, non, je vais pas avancer pour l'instant, j'ai même mis en retrait, je terminerai, il y a zéro problème. C'est juste que c'est plus du tout la priorité pour l'IFSL, parce qu'il faut vraiment que je cravache sur Carthage en fait. So Carthage on IFSL, Carthage has the new priority over breakdance, sadly, but I have to make priorities. And hello from Spain and Belgium and everywhere. You're coming from the whole world. That's beautiful. Yeah, I wanted to finish that part. So is owned by player, yes. Return is owner ID equal the current player ID, and we update. So let's see a bit of the how it's the zoom. Yeah, it should be great. I changed the format. Yeah, bigger for your screens with not the high quality. Get owner ID equal what did I miss there? So get neutral tower, yes. let's go back to all the code I did. Hello from USA, Portugal, Réunion, so Ireland, UK. Poof, you're coming from everywhere. That's sick. So yeah, just one line of code that I wasn't sure about. T'as quel âge? 25 ans. Non, je ne touche absolument pas d'argent avec ce que je fais. Ce sont des fan games, donc ce serait hautement. Bon, déjà qu'un fan game en soi, comme toute création de fan, c'est totalement illégal. Hein. Mais non, bah de toute façon, c'est pas ma propriété intellectuelle, donc je n'ai aucun droit de. Je n'aurais logiquement aucun droit d'obtenir de l'argent de ça. Et franchement, c'est pas mon univers à moi que j'ai créé, donc je ne vois encore moins de raison d'en obtenir. International community, yeah, definitely. Poland, everywhere. Salvatore Sobor, everywhere. So, will we be able to see some in-game content, guys? Maybe if I fix that and update is fixed. So, let's dive in the game through debug mode. So it's not really the same as online. There's no wait times when we create units and stuff like that. I've got teleportation cheats and all that stuff that you will wish to have when you will fight to the other player, but here it's different. So we're in this beautiful 3D world. There's still a few glitches that I'm going to fix, but here we already have 4 players. 4 units, I mean. It looked like this game had a model for William. Would it be possible to reuse that for FSL to make the process faster? It's different, actually. The models for Lyoko Conqueror are made to have less polygons than the one that I use in IFSCL. They don't have the same and same for the textures and stuff. It's not the it's meant to be different because the colors can be different too on the units and stuff like that. So what do we have here? We have a little William. Isn't that really small? Yes, it is. Small William, but here he is. I can just select it and show it to you in the view, but here, William. So yeah, it's not a perfect model, it's really a rough one, but we've got William here. You wanted it in IFSL? Never, but you have it here, isn't that great? So yeah, we have the units, we can move the units, as you can expect, of course, in a STR game. We can select them, and we already have special powers like super smoke and stuff like that. In the digital C, I can't. They can't fall in the digital C, but currently there's still a lot of work on that. Et tu as aimé Lyoko Wanderer? Eh bien, merci. What name game is this one? I guess just check out the name of the video you're looking at, and you'll have the name Lyoko Conquerors: The Online Wars. So. So yeah, we've got our unit that we can move and that has nice animation. He still doesn't have his sword to attack, so it's just basic fire, and there's a little bit of problem on the FX of explosion, but let's start with something. So we've got this commander. So it's not he isn't called William actually. He's called the commander because he's the commander of the forces of Zana, and well, he's pretty badass. He's one of the smallest units, but one of the most powerful. He should be able to kill in one shot any unit. Je t'ai bloqué sur Facebook. Bah, je sais pas, tu disais peut-être des conneries. On verra bien. Je regarderai ton nom, mais j'en sais rien. C'est pas le sujet de toute façon de cette vidéo. Je suis désolé pour toi. Thiago Santos, there are just these units available? For now, yes, because there are a lot of work to do on each unit, and Already here, each kind of unit is very different in its configuration, because here this one is they all have very different abilities, speeds, etc. So the Conquerors are very small and very fast. The Crabes are much more bigger and slow. The Hornets were able to fly over things, but right now they are not able to do so. Slight issues. I hope I'll be able to fix that in the future. Yeah, you'll be able also to call the Schizophrenia, almost everything you want. Oui, j'ai compris que je t'avais bloqué sur Facebook, pas besoin de me le répéter 15 fois. Si le spam n'est pas vraiment toléré sur ce chat, merci. What's the next unit you're planning to work on? I've got the mega tank that I'm mostly thinking about. So yeah, probably the mega tank, because it's a really strong unit, which of course can attack. Here we can make them attack, but it's like nothing. And of course, attacking a tower will allow you to disable that tower. What name game? As already said, just look at the video title, maybe. Yeah. So yeah, Medusa. It's probably going to be into the game. Yes, it will be. Not even probably. All the creatures that appear in the series will appear in Lyoko Conqueror, and they're all going to have special abilities inspired from what they did in the show. So of course we've got j'utilise quoi pour créer mon jeu? Unity, c'est le soft principal que j'utilise, le moteur de jeu. Après, c'est de la 3D, c'est du cinéma 4D. Pour la 2D, c'est du Photoshop. Pour l'animation, c'est du Flash et du Unity. Et aussi du Mixamo et aussi du 3ds Max. Et beaucoup de choses comme ça. Tu utilises quoi pour... Donc, will you be able to spawn the Colossus? We are far from this. The Colossus would be very hard, but I think about it. I do think about it. Thank you. So yeah, of course we've got already the super smoke, and here, super smoke, and it allows, of course, William to go faster. There's reload time too for this kind of powers. As the commander is the most important unit on the field, it allows you to definitely select tower, etc. So yeah, it's the most important unit. You can do only one per side on your army, so you have to protect it and to send it to capture the other towers, which is basically the goal of the game. Où est-ce que j'ai appris à utiliser sur Unity? Sur Internet. Internet de nos jours est tellement bien pour ça. Tu mets apprendre Unity, tu trouveras tous les tutos qu'il te faut en français en plus. Is Lyoko Conqueror created in Unity? Yeah, definitely. It's you probably don't see much of the interface because I scaled down it, but yes, it's working on a Unity game engine. So of course you can send William close to a tower, and let's I do some cheat to just show how beautiful it is. Just with the camera. Where is my camera? And for now I don't know if I allow people to zoom in and out from the camera, but here let's do that, and here you can see it better, and we can make it enter in the tower. It's still a little bit buggy, but here, and the tower is activated. Il y avait un truc du genre Open Classroom ou autre pour Unity? Oui, il y en a, oui. Mais je pense que tu en as déjà sur Open Classroom. So yeah, here, for example, we have this tower and this tower. And there's other things I can show you. We've got... this is the only sector available for now. No, I've also made some ice sector first. Colossus ID is a genius. You will be able to get energy from the replicas. It's not exactly working the same way in Lyoko Conqueror. as you're playing on a map and it's RTS game, so you've got one map and you in and out and that's start and end of the game. But je te déteste. Eh bien, si je t'ai bloqué, c'était probablement parce que tu disais des conneries. Donc, si tu commences à être chiant comme ça, je suis désolé. Hein, moi, j'y peux rien. Mais me connaissant, j'ai une bonne raison de bloquer les gens. Donc, voilà. Donc, ouais, on était. Oui, ce qui est cool, c'est qu'on peut utiliser plusieurs unités et plusieurs tours. Ça donne un truc vachement intéressant parce que même si on est dans un jeu de stratégie et qu'on peut pas vraiment créer des bâtiments, je me suis permis justement de créer de nouveaux types de tours pour avoir plus d'actions disponibles à chaque fois. What is this game? So it's a RTS, real-time strategy game like the old ones of like Command and Conquer or Age of Empire for the most known of them. Why is there a transporter? Because the transporter is a special unit that you can capture and that allow you to teleport units everywhere on the battlefield. So for now, the teleport thing is not really there, but it will be in the end. Le jeu sera disponible quand fin de l'année, peut-être le premier prototype public sera peut-être en milieu ou fin d'année. En attendant, je fais des bêtas privées de temps à autre et vous pouvez y participer. C'est online hein, et vous jouez avec moi. Le but, c'est, quand je le fais, pour savoir comment y participer, il suffit juste d'être soit sur la page Facebook, soit sur le Discord, soit sur le forum français. Et vous saurez à quel moment vous pouvez participer. And there's the Guardian too. So let's see, for example, we've got the transporter that you can capture. So here we've got the transporter, and you can go there and
transporter
capture it. And with that, no, there's not only the desert sector for now, but it's the main one on which I work because I must start with something, right? The name of the game is the name of the video you're looking at, definitely. So Lyoko Conquerors, the Online Wars. It's the name of the game. So yeah, here we've got the transporter that we've captured. Of course, it's very slow, but if you use its special ability, you can go everywhere in a second. Les bêtas sont-elles possibles sous Linux? Je crois qu'on avait tenté. Ça devait marcher comme ci comme ça, mais vu que je peux exporter pour Linux, c'est tentable. You can't download it yet, but you can participate to the betas version, to the prototypes when I do one. So to participate, you just have to be there when I ask for participants on the Facebook or Discord page, for example. Link in the description. We will be able to play also the offline. It's mainly a multiplayer game. You have some functionalities on solo mode, little story and tutorials, but it's really a multiplayer game mainly. That's the real idea. Et bonjour à toi, Grollbuster, one more. Donc voilà. Donc j'ai été au transporteur. Donc transporteur extrêmement efficace pour aller n'importe où sur la map et téléporter ces unités à un autre point de la map. Évidemment, il y a un seul transporteur par map, donc le capturer, c'est avoir un avantage tactique assez évident. Alors, la communauté est encore plus que française-anglaise, elle est vraiment internationale hein, pour le coup. Mais c'est bien, au moins ça fait plein de gens. Donc on a toutes ces merveilleuses unités. Et on peut, avec la tour justement, on peut faire évoluer sa tour dans d'autres modes. Alors, une petite question avant. How long have you been using software such as Unity, Cinema 4D, Photoshop, Flash and After Effects? 10 years for most of them. Around 10 years, yes. 10 years or more. 15 years for some of them. What are enemies of this game? Well, they are the same side as you. They are Zana enemies too. Because the story behind is that Zana splitted his personality to experiment new strategies. So you'll be Zana fighting someone else, which is also Zana with its Lyoko monsters too. When will the trailer come? I don't know yet. Ça se dit Grootbuster et pas Greatbuster, autant pour moi. Tu fais quoi? J'ai pas compris. Eh bien, je présente plus ou moins, tout en essayant de bosser dessus, mais là, au final, c'est surtout de la présentation. Je présente Lyoko Conquerors The Online Wars, qui est donc un de mes nombreux fangames code Lyoko, et dont je prévois une sortie d'un premier prototype public, probablement cette année. Donc c'est un jeu en ligne, uniquement en ligne, et qui est un jeu de stratégie à la Age of Empires, Command & Conquer, ce genre de jeu, qui est un genre un peu sous-représenté de nos jours, parce qu'il se vend plus, et qui est un peu trop compliqué, mais que j'aime beaucoup, et donc voilà, il y a ce jeu sur lequel je suis en train de bosser, qui est en ligne, et qui sera jouable un jour. Yeah, you have Lyoko VN editor issues. I'm sorry I can't help you for now in this live stream. But don't hesitate to ask me on the Discord or the Facebook page. So yeah, we've got this tower, which is this tower which can be called, which I decided to call. How long we take to make a trailer? Around a week, 1 week, but I will do one when I consider that I need to do one, of course. So what I was saying is we've got that one tower here, which is called the production tower. Donc voilà, on a une première tour, et en fait on a plusieurs types de tours dans le jeu. Donc ça c'est la tour de production, la tour classique que vous connaissez, et on va avoir d'autres trucs. Don't forget that one day you're gonna wave to play with us. So yeah, we've got research mode, which is another kind of tower, and we also have the experiments tower. You can't play it to the game yet because it's not out yet. So yeah, we've got this kind of tower, for example, which is the experiment tower. And which allow you to do special actions like cloning, camouflage, or coupling units between each other. So a lot of fun stuff that can work between others and such. Qui fait les voix? Qui a fait les voix? Vous entendez les voix en même temps? Vous entendez les jeux? Ça m'étonne. T'as pas oublié le Discord en plein live. Here that voice come from. Ah ouais, vous entendez bel et bien le. D'accord, je ne pensais pas.
Research tower activated.
Eh bien, c'est une simulation. Yeah, it's a voice simulation that works well for very small words like that. So I used it and.
Production tower activated.
And
transporter cannot be self-destroyed.
That kind of stuff. Non, j'ai pas oublié Discord en plein live. Le truc, c'est qu'il faudrait qu'il y ait que moi qui entende, ce serait plus pratique. Et là, j'ai l'impression que justement, vous pouvez entendre le son provenant de l'ordi directement. Donc, si on commence à faire le Discord live, ça va commencer à être un peu bourrin. How to win in this game? Basically, you're competing against other online players. Which also have towers, so you need to basically deactivate their towers with Commander. Le programme ce soir, c'est la présentation de Lyoko Conquerors. Voix synthétique, alors, elles ont l'air super réalistes. Oui, c'est vraiment un truc qui marche très bien. Alors, ça va être très chiant si on entend tout le temps ces voix-là, donc il y a beaucoup de boulot à faire là-dessus, mais... Mais ce qui est vachement bien, c'est que ça permet de faire plein de trucs. Donc là, par exemple, on peut aller sur une autre de nos tours et on peut créer, par exemple, un gardien qui pour l'instant n'a aucune fonctionnalité, mais on aura une un jour. Very close to Optimus Prime voice. Yeah, maybe, I guess. So yeah, we've got a lot of creatures coming in the future, like so Guardian, Megatank, etc., etc. So, but each one really has its own abilities and use. So of course he won't make any damage, but yeah, we can already fire with this. This game is going to be available probably in a prototype public version by the end of the year, probably. I still have to do a lot of tests before because the online part is really hard and complicated to manage. Elles seront aussi en français là-bas. Oui, elles le seront parce que le même simulateur de voix fonctionne plutôt bien. Alors, ça. Nope, not here. Show in Explorer. Let's see. Those are coming probably from Command & Conquer as placeholders. But let's see, in French I must have something too. En français...
Le transporteur ne peut être autodétruit.
Voilà, French version. And English version.
Transporter cannot be self-destroyed.
And same thing.
Vous avez gagné.
You are victorious.
So it's look very well, I think. What time will you do an FSL live making of? I don't know, not now. Probably not before 1 week or 2. Donc voilà, donc il y a donc la petite voix qui est encore une fois, le coup de la voix c'est quelque chose qui était très important par exemple dans la série des Command & Conquer qui est Alerte Rouge, qui est vraiment la base d'inspiration de ce jeu là, hein. Et donc mon but c'est qu'à travers ces voix aussi on ait vraiment une ambiance cool pour ça qui se ramène et ça permet vraiment de fournir un truc sympa en résultat. Est-ce qu'il y avait d'autres choses ici? Voyons. It's same thing, it's that from Red Alert, but I will redo the voice too. Yeah.
Vous avez perdu.
Oh, beautiful.
You have lost.
You have lost. Alors. Oui, I'm sorry, très bien, maintenant, tu sais ce qu'il faut faire, c'est profil bas. Does that mean that William will be in IFSL? It will be in IFSL, that's not a news, but it won't be right now in IFSL, it will be when it will be time for it to be in. So just check the progression log of IFSL to know that. Tous les territoires sont prévus, ils y sont pas tous pour l'instant. Mais ils sont plus ou moins tous prévus, oui, c'est quand même le but, avoir un jeu Lyoko sur lequel on peut se battre sur les territoires. S'il n'y a pas les 4 territoires, c'est un peu dommage. Donc on peut créer des unités, elles demandent de l'énergie, et en fait cette énergie descend au fur et à mesure, et à la fin on n'a plus assez d'énergie. Quand les unités sont détruites, l'énergie revient, mais très doucement, et ce qui fait que faut pas les perdre, sinon vous êtes dans la merde. T'avais dit qu'on créerait son personnage sur Lyoko Conquerors. Non, j'ai jamais dit ça. Why is this video 360p? Stream issues for me, I need to... So you can have something that is good enough. But the bandwidth otherwise makes a lot of problems on this computer. Y aura-t-il le 5e territoire? Peut-être. C'est pas... Ce qui est chiant avec le 5e territoire, vous en doutez, c'est qu'il y a des murs. Et les murs, c'est chiant. Et un plafond, hein, c'est surtout ça que je veux dire. Il y a un plafond. Donc ouais, il serait plus ou moins prévu en effet. Donc voilà, on peut créer évidemment... encore une fois, c'est en debug, hein, donc toutes les unités sont créées d'un coup, mais créer une armée comme ça directement, ce sera beaucoup plus dur en jeu. Will you be able to upgrade our units? Yes. You won't be able to upgrade it manually directly, but you'll be able to stay here. You'll be able to see them getting experience, like so you won't delete them and recreate one when you want a creature close from your tower. It's the idea. So here in the pink bar that you might see here under the creature, the pink bar is the experience that it can get. I just check again shortcut I had done, upgrade of course. So here I'm not sure it still works fine. Yeah, it doesn't work very properly, but if I select, let's see, I just go there and I do upgrade, and you can see it here, there's a little icon, and this icon represents the veterancy of the unit. So the more experience, the more veterancy, and the more the unit is strong, basically. Which force you, of course, to do some micromanagement and be sure that your unit survives. C'est sûr que tu avais dit qu'on aurait créé son propre personnage. Franchement, c'est le dernier. S'il y a bien une chose que je dis qu'on ne peut jamais faire dans mes jeux, c'est bien de créer ses personnages. Donc, ou c'est peut-être une interprétation de quelque chose que j'ai dit, mais je doute très fortement d'avoir pu dire ça. Comment peut-on perdre? Eh bien, si toutes nos unités sont détruites et que nos tours sont capturées, tout simplement. Yeah, the ski software is definitely planned. For now, I think I've implemented also. There's really a rough version, but it's coming from the DS game, and that will be, of course, in the end a real unit. But for now, we have this crappy model, and this will be the future schizophrenia. Of course, when it will be better than this, for now, it's really just a model. And but in the future there will be the schizophrenia that you'll be able to use to control other units. Yes. Donc qui peut être détruit, les méduses, par qui elles peuvent être détruites, ou toutes les unités, parce que les autres unités elles peuvent être détruites par les unités de l'ennemi, en fait, du joueur ennemi, tout simplement, qui seront aussi d'autres joueurs qui auront aussi des unités de Xana. This tower is the research tower.
Research tower activated.
Le jeu n'est pas dit. The game isn't available yet. On peut pas y jouer pour l'instant. La marabunta, c'est très compliqué, vous vous en doutez, mais j'aimerais beaucoup la rajouter. On pourra choisir son propre territoire. Comme c'est un jeu de stratégie, en soi, on a des maps. On peut choisir la map sur laquelle on veut jouer, la carte, et il y aura au moins un minimum de 1 ou 2 cartes pour chaque territoire, oui. So in this game, we are controlling Xana. Almost. We are a splitted personality part of Xana. As it's the background story is that Xana splitted its personality into parts, and each player is a part of Xana's personality. So each player can control units and create and try to override the other player online. Où puis-je trouver le jeu que vous jouez? Encore une fois, Muscle X37, not available now. Yeah, it's a real RTS game, definitely. There's no really base building, sadly, because it's really hard to do something that looks called Lyoko with lots of buildings. It would be weird, but yeah, it's the plan. So to counteract the fact that you can't create many really buildings, even though I have small ideas, we have different types of towers, and you can upgrade your tower in different modes. So the main one is the production mode, which allow you to create units. You've got the research mode, which allowed you to create new units, like the Guardian here. You can research. You can also research technology, like the experiment tower. So let's see. You also have the experiments tower, and
experimentation tower.
With the experimentation tower, you'll be able to do very special program that you will be able to use anywhere, like camouflage. You will be able to use it on units and towers. Same for cloning. You use it on a tower, it will do a fake tower. If you do it on a unit, it will do a second unit. There's also the coupling that might be interesting to create new kind of creatures. That's a feature I'm working on, which would be fun if I manage to finish it. But also, if used, for example, between a tower and a creature, create an electronic beam which damage the units in between. So each technology can be used on anything you want, and that's a really fun thing to have. Didn't Zana split personality in Evolution? No, I don't think so. So this is basically somehow a bit of League of Legends. League of Legends is actually kind of it's not an RTS. It's the descendant of the RTS. So it's a subgenre which is of course now more popular than the original RTS genre. But no, it's not really that of League of Legends or stuff because you really control your unit's movement. So it's much more like the classic RTS of old. Les câbles de Lyoko seront-ils animés à l'électricité et la couleur rouge? Ils seront animés, oui, avec une petite anime correspondante. Et la lueur correspondra à la probable. Ça dépend si on pourra les capturer ou non, mais si on peut les capturer, ça fera de l'énergie supplémentaire pour nos tours. Et la couleur sera la couleur de notre unité. When William B. FSCL. Il y a skip le temps, choisir la banquise. Is that a creeper in the right side? Here is the schizophrene. It's a rough model from the 3DS game. Je développe ce Unity game engine. When William be added to FSCL, we have both versions, the Wire and the Wire. This has nothing to do with FSCL, as it's not going to be the same kind of model. And, well, it's not just about making a 3D model. Really, it's not about that. And there's no link between adding to FSCL and adding to the other. Can you make this game available to download? Just beta version. I do beta version, but it's limited in time because it's online sessions, and I need to be there when there's tests. So I just talk about it when I do it. Et l'attente difficile, Carthage arrivera bientôt et 3.4.0 aussi. Fais attention au spam, en effet. Je sais pas si je peux un peu cleaner les messages. Clac. Parce que ça en fait beaucoup. So if it's an RTS, Zana monsters are main units and Lyoko warriors plus William are commandos. Nope. It's an RTS again, but there's a slight twist to this. It's because there's only, for now, and I think it will be that in the end, there's only one side, the Zana side, and that's all. You can decide of which special unit you're going to have, either Schizophrenia, Medusa, Guardian, or the polymorphic clone. So you can have one of these three creatures. And that's the thing that will differentiate you from the others. But everyone is playing Zana, basically, and there's no the other Lyoko warriors. If you want if you want a game with Lyoko warriors, just play the official games. I don't want to do the same. So yeah, you can. The only Lyoko warrior that is planned is definitely William. And it's not even called Williams, it's the commander, and that's all. So yeah, you have one commander for each side, and you can send your commander. Of course, I'm debug mode, so I teleport, but you can send your commander to another tower, being activated or not, and activated. And you've got, of course, more energy. When will you add this in FSL? No, it's just like asking to let's add a crisis in Final Fantasy VII. You know, it's that kind of answer I can give you. This has nothing to technologically, it's not the same. I can't just add one to the other, and it doesn't work that way at all. Will this be available for smartphones or tablets? I are you really asking me if you expect to play a RTS game on smartphones? Because I will say no. And online, and even though it's online, RTS, online real-time strategy game on mobile phone, tell me when you find one. But no, definitely no. So I've got our units, which can do a lot of noise. And which can basically fire everywhere. So this is basically the biggest army I think you'll be able to have. Because again, for you, the game must be able to handle 4 players, having a lot of units each time. So, y aura-t-il des teams Dans quel sens? Est-ce que tu veux dire qu'on pourrait être allié avec un autre joueur? Si c'est le cas, oui, j'aimerais beaucoup rajouter cette fonctionnalité et je pense que je le ferai, bien entendu. Will I be able to use Medusa, get warriors, make control by Zana? Would be cool. Medusa also, there's no Odd, Aelida, Yurikumi, there's none of that. That is for the official games. In this game you have William, and the Medusa will allow you to control other units. And of course, trying to control the other commander, which will be again a very a huge tactical advantage if you can do that. As you can only create one commander per team. Quelle est l'utilité du transporteur? C'est pour déplacer les unités en fait à n'importe quel endroit de la map. Il y a un seul transporteur par map. Il est disposé ici, hein, dans ce coin-là. Et enfin sur cette map en tout cas. Et le premier à l'obtenir pourra utiliser cette unité pour téléporter ses autres unités. Ce qui est quand même vachement pratique. Évidemment, il y a un cooldown, hein, un temps d'utilisation, on peut pas l'utiliser comme ça tout le temps. Mais le transporteur, une fois qu'il est possédé, il est vachement efficace. Bon, après, les ennemis peuvent le détruire, hein, et il est très lent. Donc les téléportations, faut bien les choisir. There should be 3 sides. And there should be 2 or more modes. Well, you have a lot of ideas. Not original, but a lot of ideas. No, there won't be Lyoko Warriors side. There won't be. Est-ce qu'on pourra tomber dans la mer numérique? Peut-être, mais ça m'arrange pas parce que c'est tout ce qui est survol d'unités, etc. C'est très problématique, grosso modo. Donc c'est pas conseillé. Pour l'instant, non, parce que les unités avaient d'ailleurs tendance à tomber, mais sans le faire exprès. Donc ça m'arrangeait pas. Le système de déplacement dans STR et online, en plus, c'est très compliqué. Donc si vous commencez à faire passer toute une armée au-dessus d'un pont et que je rends la chute possible, attendez-vous à ce qu'il y ait beaucoup de crabes qui meurent comme des cons alors qu'ils sont dans votre équipe. Sera-t-il disponible sur Apple? Non, c'est un jeu PC. Can we play this game yet? No. Download it yet? No. Why there is a transporter? Because it allows you to teleport your units. For now it's not, it's only working for itself, but in the end, all units that are in his radius, you just do that, and it will be able to teleport all corresponding units to the other place. Will you make a trailer of Lyoko Wanderers? Yeah, I probably do one when I consider the game will be ready for a trailer. Just like Lyoko Conquerors doesn't have a trailer yet because I don't consider it to be ready for that. Ça me fait penser à Age of Empires. Pourrait-on faire des constructions genre mieux? C'est normal que ça te fasse penser à Age of Empires parce que c'est un jeu de stratégie en temps réel, un genre très qui n'existe plus beaucoup aujourd'hui parce qu'il a été beaucoup remplacé par les jeux du genre League of Legends et autres qui sont plus ou moins leurs descendants, où il n'y a plus de base building. Mais oui, quand tu parles de création de murailles et tout, pour l'instant c'est pas vraiment prévu. Peut-être qu'on pourra spawner, faire apparaître des éléments de décor un peu partout, tu vois. Mais pas plus de choses de ce genre pour l'instant. Est-ce qu'il y aura Lyoko guerrier? Non, il y a le commandant. Voilà, on a le commandant et c'est tout. On joue Xana contre Xana. Il n'y a pas les autres Lyoko guerriers prévus. You were saying French, I don't know. What about League of Legends? I was just talking about the fact that it's an RTS game, that is meant to be an RTS game, and that nowadays RTS game like the ones of old doesn't exist anymore, and they've been replaced by their descendants, kinda, which are League of Legends and stuff like that, which are MOBA, MOBA, if I'm right. Those are the kind of game that replaced the RTS genre today, like League of Legends. But I don't really like games like League of Legends. I really like games like Command and Conquer, Red Alert, Age of Empire, that kind of game. And this really borrows from this kind of game. Even though there's not a lot of base building, as it's a Lyoko team game. So I've got some ideas of, changing the tower styles and stuff like that. Maybe creating little baby towers, I don't know. But there won't be a huge base building. That's the map, and way down is a bar. What is that? Way down. That is the other side of a background. Tu rajouteras une future version étant intégré les blocs. Ah oui, bien sûr, mais toutes les unités, tous les créatures de la série sont prévues. All the creatures, all the monsters from the series are planned. Definitely. What would be a game with Xana monster without the blocks and the Medusa and tarantulas or polymorphic clone too? How do you manage to develop all these different type of games? You do an awesome at it. Thank you. I take all my time to do it. I've just taken 2 weeks of holidays just to work on them. So, it's just about spending time on things you really want to do. Est-ce qu'il y aura la méduse, et si oui, est-ce qu'elle fera des dégâts? Elle ne fera pas de dégâts, sauf peut-être avec un mode spécial. Mais la méduse, dont tu peux voir un modèle très moche issu du jeu 3DS ici. Donc, really a rough model from a 3DS game, it will be improved. Mais oui, la méduse fonctionnelle sera rajoutée et elle permettra de contrôler d'autres unités et éventuellement de faire des dégâts électriques cette altitude. Would the game crash if you pull out the monsters on tower? You mean fighting the...
Transporter cannot be self-destroyed.
I know that, just go away. Tuck. Hop. The game won't crash if you... but it can do weird behavior. It won't crash if you attack the tower, but... it won't do a thing if you are not using a mega tank. Of course, the mega tank is planned too, the best creature in the world. I hope the game got good balance so a player doesn't win by using one unit all the time. Oh yeah, but that's definitely the challenge of an RTS game. So it won't be perfect on the first prototypes or even the first public versions. The whole goal is that I do betas and a lot of try and test and stuff to be sure that each unit is balanced, definitely. I mean the right side of the screen there's a map and way down a bar. That bar, if you're talking about that bar, I'll talk about it in a minute. When you're gonna finish this game? Finish, I don't know, but publishing a first public version probably by the end of the year. Spec minimum pour lancer le jeu en 60 FPS. Je saurais pas dire exactement, dans le sens où c'est quand même déjà très optimisé. En fait, je pense que si t'as un ordinateur décent, t'auras zéro problème. Le seul truc, c'est qu'il faut avoir une très bonne connexion, je pense. Et c'est toujours ça le problème avec ce genre de jeu. Je peux les optimiser autant que je veux. Quand la connexion est mauvaise, elle reste mauvaise. Il faut être vraiment très très doué et avoir une équipe de 30 développeurs pour faire un jeu qui tourne, même sur des connexions de merde. Cranks and mod. Cranks, oh, they are cool cranks. Oh, Conquerors, I don't know. I'm just going to light up the room. 1 second. Better lights everywhere. Yeah. I was in the dark. Est-ce que William me montera sur sa manta? Eh bien, j'aimerais bien qu'on puisse faire monter William sur n'importe quelle créature, voire même faire monter les Conquerors sur n'importe quelle créature, parce que je trouverais ça vachement rigolo d'avoir un Conqueror riding a manta. I think I can do just maybe if I send it. No, he won't. But wouldn't it be cool if we had an action where we can just take him and put it right here to ride. That would be so great, I think. And of course, having William being able to ride over any kind of creatures, not the Conquerors, of course, but riding a crab, for example, that would be great too. Wouldn't be very useful because he can't fire, but you know, maybe providing some defenses, I don't know. That would be great to be able to have this and this. So yeah, in the future, if I can do stuff like that, it would be so fun, I guess. Did you did a live making for you? No, not yet. Relativement un bon connaissez et si relativement bon PC, encore une fois ça devrait suffire. Niveau connexion j'ai 120 100/20. Je sais pas exactement à quoi ça, je ne sais jamais à quoi ça correspond, les histoires de ping et de machin, je me plante tout le temps donc je pourrais pas dire. How many monsters can you spam? Or like how does that spamming limit system work? I'll explain that in a second. There was another game similar to this. Yes, it's called Lyoko le jeu, Lyoko the game. It was a mod of Red Alert 2, and it was called Lyoko le jeu, made by Kiku or Korki, I never remember. And this game was just a mod of an existing game, and it was really great. And he had to stop development because he had some issues, but community issues. But this game was great, and it's still available, I think, on kolyoko.fr. It must be available if you search in the projects, fan projects. Something tells me the Megatons might be an OP in this game, yeah. Kiku, yeah, that's why the guy who did the original RTS, Kolyoko RTS game. So yeah, what is this ball? And how will you be limited in the kind of creatures, how much creatures you can do, etc. This will be this is a special system that will need a lot of balance to be working properly. But will your Conquerors have Sector 5 to be confirmed? Yeah, I would like to, of course, to have it. It's just I'm not sure yet. So yes, you've got energy. Which is your main resource. You have two kind of resources. You have energy and data. Energy is auto-filling. It's going back up to its max limit when you don't have enough. And data is consumable and cannot be retrieved. But for and it's used to research things and stuff like that. But energy, basically, you have an amount of energy when you have a tower. And if you create a creature, or one or two creatures, for example, this will use your energy. This energy, when you create your creature, will go back, but very slowly. That's simply that. And of course, when you create a creature, it's not instantaneous, like here, because I'm in debug mode. But you won't be able to do many things. And if you don't have enough energy, you will start to have bugs on your creatures and stuff like that. Y aura-t-il le clone polymorphe sur Lyoko? Oui, il y aura le clone polymorphe de Lyoko, en effet. Ce sera une créature originale dans le sens où elle n'est jamais apparue en 3D dans la série. Et là, là j'en ai créé une. D'ailleurs, on doit pouvoir le voir. Si... Il faudrait juste que Alors, je vais essayer... I'm going to enable the polymorphic clone, which is very early version, which is kind of Slenderman. Let's see where it is. Character unit, polymorphic clone. Let's find it. But we have the polymorphic clones. It's acting just like the spy in Red Alert, which means that you can use it to mimic any creature, and if you get to close to an enemy tower and you enter it, you can either steal data, steal energy, block energy field, and do a lot of funny stuff like that. So it's a really powerful unit too. And you can do, of course, only one polymorphic clone. Pyrémus, si tu veux faire William ou les Conquerors sur des autres monstres, tu peux créer des autres cartes ou troupes ou avec William et Conquerors déjà ce monstre. Ouais, mais c'est pas ça qui... Enfin, disons que ça fonctionne pas comme ça. L'intérêt, c'est d'avoir des unités qui puissent faire plein de choses. Donc, et en plus, on va pas commencer à créer William plus Crab, ça commencerait à faire beaucoup trop de variations en fait. Ce serait très vite. T'imagines si tu mets déjà Manta plus Crab, Manta plus Conqueror plus William plus Crab, ça fait au moins déjà 4 ou 6 unités différentes. Donc très vite, c'est le bordel. How many language interface this game will be? As much language as possible. French and English as at first, of course. Eh bien, bon live, merci. Tu sais que certaines personnes ont tes modèles de Lyoko. Do you craft monsters by activating towers? Yes. Will Lyoko Conquerors interface be in Polish? It should be in every language possible, but at start it will be definitely only French and English. But it won't be very difficult to add new languages. But really, again, the first step is really to do a proper game in French-English. That's the base. I just wanted to enable the polymorphic clones. Polymorphic clones. Let's see in the game scene. Oh, yeah, it's not called this. I'm just missing stuff. Polymorphic clones, where are you? I just didn't touch the code for some time, so I don't remember how they were called. Polymorphics. Oh yeah, here. And I'm going to enable the polymorphic clone. Oui, que certaines personnes ont mes modèles Lyoko, oui, enfin, j'avais déjà entendu des histoires comme ça. C'est apparemment il y a eu 2-3 rips de mes over véhicules, donc ça me faisait pas vraiment plaisir en effet. Voilà, mais bon je peux rien y faire, donc voilà. Will the Lyoko Conquerors interface be in Serbian? Well, if there's a Serbian translator that is willing to help at some point when it will be good to do that, yes, I will be glad to translate it to make it translate in Serbian too. But it's really, again, not most important. I saw the Finland flag on Lyoko Wanderers. Where am I from? So maybe you'll be able to add that on Conquerors language. I mean. Well, the flag, yes. The language too, of course. There will be again as much translation as possible when we'll be at this step. When the first version is released, will you do a tutorial at the beginning of the game when we open it? Yes, definitely. But it will be it will be the solo mode, basically the story solo mode, which will be a very short, very short thing. Just I probably do one mission per unit to learn all the subtleties of each unit, and that will be the main goal. Il y a tous les secteurs et toutes les tours. Oui, c'est prévu. Mais j'ai pas tout fait pour l'instant. Will you add an IFSCL Easter egg? That would be fun, but I don't think there's nothing that represents IFSCL more than Lyoko itself. So no, there's no really any plan for Easter eggs in this game. So here we have the polymorphic clones, which is again, very rough. It's a start. It's the one that we see in the series, but I've made it in 3D, and after that it will be more smooth and with little animation and stuff. But really, my idea was to remake the one that we saw. It's not exactly the polymorphic clone. It's the he had another name in the series at some point. It's like the ghost of some kind. To download Lyoko Wonders on mobile, just contact me on Discord or Facebook. If I start to learn Unity, should I learn C#? Yes, C#. Hey, hello. Donc oui, avec le clone polymorphe, donc autre unité qui est originale pour le coup à ce jeu-là, on pourra, comme l'espion dans la série Alerte Rouge, on peut copier une unité. Alors là, je sais plus si ça va marcher très bien parce qu'encore c'est une version très rough. Voilà. Et là, on a un... Bon, il n'y a pas d'animation, on s'en fout, hein, c'est un détail. Mais on a le spy, grosso modo, le clone polymorphe qui peut rentrer dans n'importe quel tour et qui peut ainsi provoquer des dégâts chez l'adversaire. De la même manière, normalement, ça devrait plus ou moins fonctionner. Voilà. Là, on a un faux William qui se balade aussi. Bon, il rentre dans le sol, mais c'est un détail. Et évidemment, qui n'a pas les mêmes attributs, mais qui peut tout à fait s'infiltrer dans un camp ennemi, si c'est bien joué. Alors, can you explain to me in a few sentences what this game is? Well, rather than repeating myself, I just advise you to check the link of the Wikipedia page I've put just under in the description, and there will be all the information you need. It's an RTS game online with Zana and only Zana. Just for the rest, just check the progression log. It will be the Wikia page. You will have all the information you need, I guess. Pas pu tester le double écran. Faudra attendre d'en avoir un deuxième avec un autre HDMI et voilà. Mais je pense pas que ça marche. Hein. Je pense pas que ça marche pour les FSL. So yeah, we have all those kind of special units that we can use, like William, the commander, like the crabs, and all that, and you'll be able to basically try to control your enemy and enable all its tower. Can I use the super smoke to go there? Yes, I can. Of course I can. And yeah. Going through super smoke. Our sectors models you doing in C4D? Yeah, I'm doing most of them in C4D, but honestly, some of them are so simple that you can do it in almost any kind of software you want, I guess. Oh, he can't. Can he just go there and go down? Yeah, he can. Okay, yeah. It was just harder to... No, he can go up. Just have to be sure that heights are working. There seems to be working properly, but here, it's not understanding that part. It's pretty weird, but anyway. Il y a juste un territoire sur mon écran. J'espère, j'espère, parce que on va quand même pas mettre... Enfin, ah oui, d'accord, oui, je vois pourquoi c'est un jeu de stratégie. Hein. Le but, je veux dire, la vue est toujours comme ça. On va pas changer la vue comme par magie, donc c'est une map, une carte. C'est-à-dire que là, on va pas slider et atterrir sur un autre territoire comme par magie. Surtout que je rappelle que Lyoko, la configuration, c'est pas en parallèle qui sont positionnés les territoires. Donc non, c'est une carte égale un territoire, tout simplement. Peux-tu m'expliquer vite fait ce qu'on y fait? Lyoko Conquerors, The Online Wars, est un jeu de stratégie à l'ancienne de type Age of Empires, Command & Conquer, etc. dans lequel tu crées tes unités, tu contrôles Xana et tu te bats contre Xana. Tu crées tes unités, tu vas activer des tours et surtout tu vas désactiver les tours de l'ennemi, et le but c'est de détruire toutes les unités du joueur adverse ou des joueurs adverses et de ne plus avoir de tours activés chez les ennemis. I absolutely love the entire idea about an RPG game similar to Warcraft. It's really RTS game. It's not an RPG. It's an RTS, real-time strategy game. Wild Breakdance is going to be in FSL 3.5.0 because it takes too much time for now. So, and there's more important stuff. If you want to see the light of 3.4.0 FSL one day, you should be glad that I put it in 3.5.0. So yeah, we can use our main unit, the commander, William, to control the towers and deactivate all the towers and stuff like that. Am I delighted you have chosen an adequate name for it? Plus, I like what you are doing here, and I just wanted to ask you if is this game in progress or can I download it? Well, it can be in progress and you might be able to download it. It's not incompatible, but you cannot yet download it. I do sometimes prototypes sessions online where we are 4 or 5 and we play all together. But those are limited in times, and I just generally talk about it. So when there is going to be one, and I offer seats to play the game with me, and you just have to be there at that point to participate. On le joue où? Alors on le joue où peut-être? je suis pas sûr de la question. Si la question c'est comment on le joue, sur quoi on le joue, bah, c'est sur PC. Si c'est quel type de jeu, c'est online, c'est en ligne uniquement. Voilà, c'est joueur contre joueur contre joueur. So yeah, of course here I can't show you the other players and stuff like that. Alors, je disais qu'ils ont les secteurs et les tours. Je disais qu'ils ont tous les secteurs et tours. Oui, d'accord. Oui. Dommage. Si c'est encore l'histoire de fait qu'ils aient piqué mes modèles, bah... c'est triste, j'y peux rien. Bon, voilà, moi ça m'attriste. On trouvera le jeu où? En téléchargement, n'importe où. Enfin, non, sur le site, sur collyoko.fr, probablement. Pour l'instant, j'ai pas fait de page dédiée sur le site de la communauté de collyoko.fr. Mais ce sera disponible via ça, de la même manière que l'IFSL est disponible sur le même site. De toute façon, je mettrai des liens. En attendant, vous avez le Discord, la page Discord, la page Facebook, le progression log, donc tous les liens sont dans la description. Donc n'hésitez pas à garder un œil, notamment pour les bêtas en ligne, les tests en ligne, etc. Is it going to ever be able to download or play online, since it's an online game? This again is not incompatible. When I say you play it online, I don't mean you play it online on your browser. I mean you play it online because it's an online game, multiplayer game. But you do play it after downloading it, and that's all. J'en suis où pour l'IFSL? Va dans le progression log, lien dans la description. Je ne parle pas d'IFSL ici, Lyoko Conquerors. Mais Emilio, j'ai pas envie de voir les images de quelqu'un qui m'a piqué mes assets. Je n'y peux rien et ça va juste m'énerver. Donc laisse ça. Une petite question. Comment ramener un héros dans la frontière? C'est vraiment pas le moment pour poser des questions là-dessus. Je te conseille d'attendre soit un live stream de l'IFSL, soit de poser la question sur Discord ou le groupe Facebook ou le forum français si tu veux. Mais là, c'est pas ici que je vais répondre à des questions sur l'IFSL, surtout des questions sur comment jouer. I'm asking about for these sectors because I have a problem. My own little model of the desert sector, I put a player there, everything was fine. When I turn on the game, sector is running up. Well, quite complicated saying like that. The crab looks pink from what I see. It's, mostly, almost... it's not really completely red. Non, je n'ai pas Instagram, je n'utilise pas Instagram. J'ai déjà bien assez de réseaux sociaux comme ça, je vais pas m'embêter avec Instagram en plus. J'ai un Tumblr, Lyoko Fangame, quelque chose comme ça, qui est déjà bien assez. Donc ouais, donc ouais, petites unités évidemment. Voilà, je peux pas montrer avec d'autres joueurs. La prochaine fois, je ferai sûrement un live avec des joueurs pour montrer en online direct. Quoique, si ça se trouve, ça va être encore plus lent le stream et j'aurais être obligé d'utiliser une qualité encore moindre. Donc je vais peut-être éviter. Mais dans l'idée, c'est ça. Tuc.
An enemy has captured the transporter.
And that's a bug because nobody can actually capture the transporter. No, yeah, it's because okay, it was a slight bug, very slight bug. Just and will it crash? I don't think so, but he won't like it. Anyway, so that's mostly what's available currently in Lyoko Conquerors. Is it still working? Yeah, it is. Top. Just going to close this. And Unity is almost crashed, so I think I will just relaunch that. And yeah. Since I'm not really informed about the game itself, have you made certain progress on it? Yeah, I did. Are the players going to be able to battle in Carthage? Why everyone is so much concerned about Carthage? Yeah, I want to have Carthage, yes, but it will be a bit complicated to do because of you know the 3D view basically. Yeah, thank you for you liking the desert sector. So yeah, just loading it again. Loading and seeing up. Is that, yeah, it's loading quite slowly, but it is. So if you have any question, don't hesitate because there are less now. Si vous avez des questions, n'hésitez pas, il y en a moins, donc c'est le moment si vous vouliez en poser une. There is a sphere rather than an open field, like the other sectors. Oh, I'm not even talking about the sphere. I'm not even talking about making the how do we say the celestial dome. I don't think if I do a Carthage map, I don't think I think it will be only about the interior of Carthage, and that's all I think. Yeah, it should probably be only the interior of it, nothing else really. And I can even show you. Maybe I can show you the other colors. Let's see. If we're having game manager, color list, and if I take that one, you can have really other colors. Carthage, because Carthage is the best sector. It's the less original of all. But yeah, I guess I understand why. It's really it's not that pretty. But again, if Carthage ends up in this game, it probably will be only the interior of Carthage, and that's all. There isn't going to be a celestial dome or even arena, you know, because again, it will be an interpretation of Carthage because there will be a lot of towers, which is never seen in the show. There will be, you know, kind of original stuff that can be used, and yeah, mountain sector is better. So yeah, you can have also other colors of units, and they are colored the way that is meant to be. It's not perfect for now. There's still a lot of things to fix, but as you can see, the units have other colors. It's not quite that visible, but it will be in the end. I will probably make that even more clear. But if for now we just be able to zoom to see it, but there's already a color change the first attempts at color changing the units. What Unity version you're using? Last version of Unity, almost last version, 5.6.0. What is it? Yellow tower. It's just simply the example of another player with another color. There's several colors that can be used, and this is one of them. They just need to be very different, even though they are very flashy. The goal is to have something different, so you know it's understandable. I probably even add outlines and stuff like that in the end, because not everybody can be red. Maybe I can show you a bit of the ice replica. Let's see, replica ice. Again, it's really early. That one let's change. Yeah, but it's not really wise to always go on Unity version that is the latest, because there are always new bugs that are introduced even in their patches version. So this one is working fine enough for me, so I don't have reasons to change. So yeah, here for example, another sector I have just to rebake occlusion. So let's do this very quickly, and that's ready. And if I launch, so every player will have a different color for the tower. Yeah, definitely. Of course, you need to know which player activated which tower. It would be interesting to me if every player had different tower color. Yeah. 5 tower colors to the most players should get different color. Yeah. Yeah, of course, definitely. You can see it already, because if, of course, here we are playing the reds. But if I just, let's see, if I do the right update, again, I'm trying to open the script. So let's see if I want to just do a save, but okay, and this, for example, I use purple, because one player can be purple, and all the towers and all its units will be purple, and it's already, all that system is already working. You can see it better on the crab for now, but here, as you can see, the crab is a purple crab. So, and of course, if you, here the towers are very close, because again, testing and stuff, but you can send your little William, and if it's close enough, here we have our tower activated, and we've got 2 towers now, and one of them can be
Research tower activated.
And this is very useful because you have access to both categories, one of the 3, for example, 2 of them, and yeah, you can do more things at once. You can research things on one tower. Again, debug mode, so it's instantaneous for now, but you can research things with this tower, and here you can produce units. The thing around the tower, do you have a script? It's I use the paid assets on the asset store and do a lot of modification, because it's really hard. You search for fog of war, basically. It's the thing that I'm talking about. But it's I had really precise things to fix, because here we can, because it's 3D fog of war, as you can see, it goes behind the tower, and it must go above empty voids, etc. So There's a lot of ways to do a fog of war. It's very complicated to do, and I've spent around 1 month to do something proper with the assets I had paid. So yeah, if you want to do a fog of war, study this a lot, because it's very complicated. He does enter called Zana Purple, to be exact. Will you add your custom warriors Zana, Black William? Custom warriors Zana. No. I mean, there's already the commander, and there will be only the commander. There's no custom warriors. It wouldn't fit the game. It's not the goal of the game to... Again, I'm not fond of creating or letting the players creating their own stuff, because most of the time it's really not interesting, and people that really want to and really are creative and stuff, they always end up doing their whole thing and not just using a game that allows them to customize a few things. I'm not interested again into doing custom stuff. So here the light isn't... Oh, I should have fixed that light, I think. It's more something like that. Yeah. Yeah. Here you can, you might see the difference, but it's activating special effects and not. Anyway, I just wanted to fix. For now, I'm using real-time lights, which are very expensive, but I'm going to probably fix that in the future and use something that is more appropriate. Let's see. I want to use... I like to have the shadows that can go above the creatures. It's a really fun thing to have. So yeah, let's keep that when I'm going to fix all. The monster units are voxel or HPs. None of them. It's a full 3D. Of course, when I do zoom via Unity game engine on the game window, it does that pixelated look, which almost look like it's HP or voxel or whatever. But no, it's really 3D, because it's really, 3D in engine. Here you can see it, full 3D. But I'm not interested too into giving the possibility to change the angle, etc. Not a lot, because I don't think it has many usage in this configuration. I really want to keep a camera that is almost isometric, and that's all. But yeah, it's 3D, definitely 3D. I'll show the information about the Domination Tower. Ah, the Domination Tower, the most powerful of all towers of Lyoko Conqueror. And it's maybe available there. I don't remember if it's still hidden here. But the Domination Tower is a very special type of tower, of course. Let's see if I can... Yeah, I think that if I can fly above this, so the crabs can, which is it's still a problem, because if I enable just for one type of creature to go above the void, then those, if there's a lot of crabs, for example, they can just fall, and it's very complicated because they all bump into each other, and it's very complicated to fix. Comment comptes-tu contre les rageux qui voudront créer des cheats? Eh bien malheureusement, comme souvent, il n'y a pas beaucoup de choses que je puisse faire. C'est éventuellement, déjà je vais rajouter quelques protections, hein, mais c'est toujours pareil, c'est s'il y a des cons, il y a des cons, et je vais pas me pourrir la vie pour ça. J'essaierai de trouver un système pour les exclure éventuellement, et voilà, je pourrais pas faire mieux. On espère juste que s'il y a des cheaters, les gens les signaleront, et on essaiera de mettre en place un système de bannissement, quoi. Domination Tower isn't there. What is your favorite trailer of AFSCL? I think the 3.0.0, because it's the music I wanted to use the most. So the one from the reboot. Older version of AFSCL used Adobe Flash. Yes, they were using Adobe Flash, and later in the latest version they were using Scaleform Flash scaleform Unity, but it's a technology that is not supported anymore, so not that anymore. C'est du peer-to-peer ou ça se passe par un serveur? Ça se passe par un serveur. Alors j'ai aussi beaucoup étudié la question, hein, donc le choix que j'ai fait n'est pas au hasard. Mais oui, c'est un serveur et un seul serveur que je paye et qui est dédié, mais on peut pas vraiment faire de LAN ou d'autres, malheureusement. Après, j'essaye de faire supporter le maximum de la charge entre les différents joueurs. Bon, là j'ai plus les trucs en tête, hein, parce que j'avais fait ça pendant quelques mois et ça fait plusieurs mois que je n'avais pas touché à ce projet-là. Mais ouais, grosso modo, c'est du serveur, un seul, 100 personnes pour l'instant maximum peuvent utiliser le jeu en même temps. Ce qui sera bien assez parce que je ne m'attends pas à un succès fulgurant et de toute façon je ferai des limites et tout. Will this game be on mobile? No. If you expect to play Crisis on your mobile, tell me, but or Age of Empire on your mobile, tell me, but I don't think it's very wise. It's a game made for a mouse and a keyboard and a big screen, not for mobile. Why everyone nowadays wants the games to be playable on mobile while they are clearly not for? Is it more difficult in Unity or in Flash? Not the same thing, can't be really compared. Flash isn't really made for... It's not made for 3D games, so it's already different in that. I would say Flash is easier, but you can go as far as you will go with something like Unity. But you need to know probably less things, I don't know. Can't really tell, it's different. Halo Wars, call Lyoko, can't wait to play it. Yeah, kinda Halo Wars. Even though Halo Wars was already a different thing from Major, it was already a big departure for, you know, original RTSs like Age of Empire or Command & Conquer series. La tour est violette parce que nous jouons avec un personnage qui a avec Xana, dont la couleur du joueur est la couleur violette. Sachant qu'il peut y avoir jusqu'à 4 joueurs pour l'instant par map, qui peuvent s'affronter les uns contre les autres. Et bien logiquement, il faut chacun qu'ils aient une couleur. Et donc quand tu actives une tour, et ben la tour va prendre la couleur de ton équipe. Donc si tu es les violets, et ben la tour deviendra violette. Et tes unités seront violettes. Alors ça se voit pas trop pas trop ici, mais là les unités elles sont colorées en violet. Alors ce sera amélioré probablement pour être plus visible, hein, mais c'est l'idée. Et ici, violet. The curly brackets problems in code. That's the thing that I like when using modern
Research tower activated.
code editors like the one from Unity, MonoDevelop or Visual Studio and stuff like that. All those kind of literators like brackets and stuff like that missing, they are already directly seen. So that's also the kind of stuff that was not evident in Flash, and I didn't like with script editor like the one from Flash is very weak. So yeah, it's that kind of stuff that I prefer to do on modern ones. So yeah, I can of course deactivate the tower. Mainly doesn't help, but we can do it. And I was supposed to have made some fix about set spawn towers. Why isn't that fix? Let's see. Check. I was supposed to have done a fix there. Refresh spawn tower. Yeah, that's it. Okay. What are your plans on the transport orb? The transport orb can be used to teleport all your units from one place to another. So it's a very powerful unit. You cannot create it, but you can capture it on the field and use it this way. It's a very powerful unit. Let's see. I just had to get back the right color. Yeah. Here we've got the test world, which is a very test map. But yeah, the transport orb, very powerful unit. And if I send, for example, what could be there? Just the Guardian. It's just a capturable unit here, but you can create it otherwise. I'll see if I do a capturable unit. And here we've got the transporter that is here, and when you capture it, very powerful unit.
Transporter captured.
But very slow. Very slow to move, so very weak and easy target. But it can teleport instantaneously anywhere you want, so if you use it wisely, it can make you win the battle. But no, we won't have transport to Carthage and stuff like that because it's only one map per sector. It's we are not traveling through. It's not a game about traveling through Lyoko. It's a game about fighting through a session other players on one map, like any normal RTS. So yeah, with this unit, in this radius, all your units will be transported directly, and there will be a cooldown after that, so it refills and it can be reused again. But we can't, not of course, but this is not yet fully working. Isn't it nice here? Anyway, just can do this. Up. Can you show the attack movement of William? Yes, of course. You're going to be disappointed because he does that. He's not. I didn't do yet any melee attack and animation on the sword and stuff like that. But hey, you can already use super smoke, and he has a little animation when he walks. It's a big improvement. And of course, super smoke will also have a cooldown, which means that you won't be able to use it all the time. Again, I'm in debug mode, so I can use it as much as I want. But if you do here and this, then it needs time to be refilled when he goes out of super smoke, which is when you just decide to change. I don't know what I meant to say. And of course, the super smoke is also color based on your color of unit, because imagine if you two Williams of two commanders of two different teams, then if there are two both of them in super smoke, you are a bit screwed to recognize them. So the end of the super smoke has the color of your team, basically. And he goes down, and this works. We've got high support in this game, which is really great. And here we got it. So there's still a lot of things to do on this game, of course. A lot of online stuff to debug. The progression log is, you can see it in description, but the progression log is still quite big. There's a lot of stuff I've got to work on. I don't remember which early access. Again, you can access it when I say when I just be there on the French topic or Discord topic or Reddit topic or Facebook topic. There are all the links in the page and in the description. But sometimes I do prototypes, so you just have to be there for the prototypes session, the beta versions, and you will be able to at that point to play a bit with me in the online mode and try with me the game. Et salut Emmanuel Labeille. Similar to the Super Sprint bar in FSCL, if I'm not mistaken, from the cooldown perspective, because of Lyoko, where Super Sprint depletes with the movement. It won't be, it will deplete instantaneously. It's hard to tell, but directly, it will directly be depleted. So you can just use the Super Smoke, click I want to go there, and here it goes. But if you stop the movement, or if you change the direction, the cooldown will be it will be depleted instantaneously. But the idea is that if you plan well your move, it can be very useful. But if you just do this and go Super Smoke there, it will be completely depleted in one shot. So you have to use this kind of stuff carefully. That's part of the strategy, of course. So yeah, you can go everywhere. So I've shown you the units. Again, those units will probably all of them have special powers. Commander will have the Super Smoke and probably another special action. The Hornet will have its poison, it's almost sure. The Crab will have probably his laser attack he has on the back or something else, I'm not sure. Conquerors, maybe they have also a special move or special mode when they can become kind of turrets, won't be able to move but will be able to have stronger defense and attack. But yeah, I really want to have an emphasis on micromanagement of the units, because there are not a lot of unit. There's not a lot of how do we say unit? No, yeah, you can't do an army that is much bigger than this, because that's already enough for an online game. And really I want the players to win because they do strategy, not because they do just a lot of creatures and that's it. That will be hard, of course, to balance, because players that do tons of stuff will always end up tons of creatures will always end up by winning. But I find it interesting to have special units that can reverse the balance of the game, or special abilities like the ones that you can develop here, like cloning, camouflage, or coupling, that kind of stuff. And that's make a lot of noise, but that works. You can hear the noise of the hornets, and that was also a big work. It's working properly, and I'm fond of that. And they move quite seamlessly. And that works great. I'm so fond of that. Will question about FSL story mode be a mission like the one under France Hopper? Yes, and you'll be able to activate 4 towers simultaneously, but not in a special mode. So back on Lyoko Conquerors, are there going to be structures to build, like a supply depot from StarCraft? Nope, not planned. Maybe walls and little structures to maybe cables. I'm not sure. It's very hard again to do Lyoko games with Lyoko structures that are original and doesn't look out of place. So I'm thinking about that a bit, but not much. Il y a des petits bugs de lumière. Oui, oui, il y a des petits bugs de superposition, de machin, de trucs. Là, on peut le voir là, par exemple sur cet élément qui traverse en fait. Là, on a des problèmes de survol, etc. Mais bon, c'est des détails quoi. Si et le block wall. No, never. That wouldn't be a structure if I did that. That would be a special power of a unit, maybe, but that's all. There will be maybe a synthesization power from Zana to create a wall like that or stuff like that, but to be confirmed. And maybe you'll be able to explode background elements and stuff like that. That would be great if you can, I don't know, to fire on this and make it fall, or on those and make them fall on units. But it's very complicated to do buildings and structures and stuff like that, because it interferes with the movement system, which are already complicated in solo mode, but which are even more complicated in online mode. So I've got my limits, will I say. What do you think about the double tower trick in this game? Yes, it will be able, available. It should be, because one of the powers that you can develop is the cloning, and as any experimentation power that you can unlock, there will be more of them, of course. You'll be able to use those programs on everything you want. So the idea is that if you got the camouflage, you can use it on the tower or on the units. If you got cloning, you can use it on the tower or on the units. Same thing again and again. That's really what I like about it. It's the idea that you can have an action and you can use it directly on another unit, on anything you want. You can experiment basically and have this joy of trying a program and seeing the results. Like, it's the idea of the coupling or fusion or whatever it is in the end. But I would like to be able to merge creatures and to create a special one that is original. That's a very unique and interesting feature that maybe I would do. Strategically speaking, maybe it won't be the best, because it will take time and data and stuff, and the creature will be able to be killed in one shot, so by a commander. So there's a lot of balancing to do, but there's a lot of interesting stuff to do. Again, many great things that can add a lot of strategy into this. So yeah, of course, again, you've got the two resources, the energy and the data, and the data is something that you'll be able to probably pick from killing other enemies or finding some kind of crates on the map, and this data that is not going back like the energy. Like here, the energy is going up again, but for the data, it will be something that you'll be able to use to develop some programs and stuff like that. Do you care about all the non-canon monsters from Quest for Infinity? Nope, I'm not fond of their designs. I'm not really interested by what they brought in their games, like Volcano Sectors and stuff. I don't like them, and I don't plan them. But this game might be the one that might feature original monsters if I decide to do so. Like couple two things like a hornet and a conqueror, or a hornet and a crab, or whatever. It it would be very fun to have a lot of combination possible, but it's a lot of work to balance all those creatures and stuff. So you know, there's a lot to do. Had the Marabunta been another Zana control, would it have appeared in this game? Or even against Zana is possible too, but I would like to. I did some tests, but again, to do a Marabunta, whatever the game is, it's and even there it's online, so even more complicated. But it's one of the most complicated things to do. But if I find the right way to do something that is playable with a Marabunta, and I mean technically playable, I will definitely do it. But yeah, even if you, let's say you can create your own Marabunta stuff, it would be, or if it's an enemy, it would be really fun to have that, yes. I don't have the domination tower there. I thought it was not so far, but maybe in the small test level. Domination. It's only there. Okay. So just for you to know, maybe if I add it there. Domination tower, which is meant to be the most powerful tower. If you already played to black and white, it's basically that kind of the wonder building kind of. Are you planning adding other monsters? Yes, they all planned. Of course, this hasn't been assigned. So domination tower. I want to have minimap. Nope. Where are you? Yeah. Tower unit. Building tower. And there should be the domination tower, not so far away. Where it is again. It's not in the right place at all. Let's see, not new, not here, yeah. And that should be placed. There's a lot of files. A lot of files. Here, yeah. And I should add a minimap node here. And yeah, we've got the knob here, so it should work. I'll add the knob here. Euh, 360p parce que je suis pas sur
An
le
enemy
même,
has captured the transporter.
je suis pas sur le même ordi et celui-là et je suis pas au même endroit et donc la connexion est moins bonne, donc on se limite à du 360p. Voilà, c'est l'idée. Alors. Et je bosse sur le Lyoko Conquerors, The Online Wars, qui est donc mon jeu de stratégie online sur Lyoko. Et Domination Tower, not appearing, definitely. Why? So, no RFSCL, there won't be warriors or monsters in Elite Visions. what will be the domination tower? The domination tower will be a very powerful tower that you won't be able to have. I mean, not you won't be able to use it to turn any of your tower. You won't be able to turn them into a domination tower. But your domination tower will be one tower that you'll be able to capture, and that is like the most powerful tower of all, that allow you to do very powerful action like calling the Skidbladnir, maybe calling the Colossus, maybe doing a RTTP to the Return to the Past in online game. So it will be like many RTS game where you have those wonders that can be used and that are like super powerful. That will be a very, very powerful thing, like, you know, a power that is so extreme that it will let you win the game in an instant or not. So yeah, it's a lot of great things to come. J'espère que tu y joueras même avant que j'ai terminé, parce que j'aurais sûrement, si je dois terminer Lyoko Conquerors un jour, hein, il faut encore qu'il soit validé avant, que je jette pas à la poubelle, mais bon, il sera confirmé lorsque j'aurai fait un premier trailer en ligne dessus, une première bande-annonce qui sera sortie pour l'officialiser vraiment, mais bah avant, avant il y aura des versions publiques en cours, etc. Déjà jouables en ligne, hein, mais il y aura, ce sera au fur et à mesure quoi, que ce sera rajouté. Et il y aura donc des versions au fur et à mesure qui sortiront. Là, il y a déjà des prototypes, des versions en bêta que je fais de temps en temps pour les gens intéressés. Donc, il suffit simplement de regarder sur les liens de la vidéo en description. Je parle un peu de tout ça. Enfin, en tout cas, il y a les endroits où je dis qu'il y a une bêta et où je propose, quand il y a une bêta, où je propose des places. Donc à ce moment-là, faut être réactif et vous pouvez y participer, vu que c'est limité dans le temps, autant la proposition que le jeu lui-même. Mais sinon, ouais, là, j'ai encore beaucoup de prototypes à faire pour améliorer le fonctionnement online, parce que ce serait compliqué de faire un jeu en ligne, pour rendre ça un minimum suffisamment optimisé, malgré mes maigres compétences en jeu en ligne. Donc ouais, parfois je fais des bêtas pour améliorer tout ça, mais après peut-être une première version publique d'ici de la fin de l'année qui contiendra, on va dire, un jeu plutôt jouable. Ce sera un bon début. C'est un peu l'idée. Voilà, donc je pense qu'on commence à arriver à la fin du live, parce que de toute façon il n'y a plus beaucoup de questions. Je vais revérifier un peu tout ça, ou je vais peut-être essayer de fixer. Ah oui, voilà, je vais essayer d'en profiter pour voir si je peux pas fixer un truc. Comme ça, au moins, s'il y a d'autres personnes qui ont des questions, elles auront le temps de les poser. On peut aussi voir ici, par exemple, des unités que je vais appeler, comme dans Age of Empires, des unités Gaïa. Donc, ils sont soit capturables, soit ennemis et qui n'appartiennent à aucun joueur. Je crois qu'ils sont. Je sais pas, je vais voir. Ils m'attaquent pas, c'est déjà sympa. Alors, si je crée... Non, on tire pas sur William. Ouais, non, c'est bon, on nous a... Et ils sont indestructibles. C'est pas merveilleux, ça, indestructible.
Transporter captured.
Enfin bon. Oui, non, ce que je voulais tester, c'est... Alors, on a une seule tour de production d'unités sélectionnable à la fois. Et donc, quand... Donc là, voilà, par exemple, on a une deuxième tour et on peut dire que c'est elle qui va produire les unités. Donc c'est toujours une des deux. Et moi, mon petit problème, c'était que si j'en désactive une qui est la production, qui signale on va produire les unités ici, si on la désactive, il faut que l'autre prenne la main automatiquement. Alors, est-ce que c'est corrigé ou pas? Non, c'est toujours pas corrigé. Ah, c'est chiant ça. Est-ce qu'on est en mode offline? De toute façon, ça change rien. Le code est fait pour fonctionner dans les deux cas. Et je crois qu'il se connecte au début. Script. Maps, Lyoko, Conquerors. Non, status join. C'est bien en ligne. Alors, juste vérifier. Bonne chance pour la suite, et bien merci. Et c'est très bien si tu es présent pour tester le jeu lorsqu'il y aura des tests. J'attends avec impatience. J'en ai déjà fait quelques-uns, ça s'est très bien passé, c'était cool. Minus bien évidemment quelques problèmes de lag et autres, mais c'est pour ça qu'il faut avoir une connexion qui soit pas trop merdique malheureusement. Il faut avoir un minimum, un truc qui tourne un minimum bien. Alors, qu'est-ce que je voulais vérifier? Ah voilà, Spawn Tower. Hop, corrigeons un peu ce code là. Si il n'y a aucune Spawn Tower ou que il y a une Spawn Tower mais qu'elle n'est pas possédée par le joueur, et que dans tous les cas il y a au moins encore une tour de posséder, et bon on demande à la première tour de devenir une Spawn Tower. Ça paraît très logique, ça paraît très cohérent. Ah ouais, en fait j'ai déjà une fonction, c'était is really mine. Ah voilà. On va vérifier ça un petit coup. Et ça fera au moins un petit bug de corriger à travers toute cette présentation qui malheureusement ne m'a pas permis de bosser beaucoup sur le jeu. Faut quoi comme connexion? No, it's not IFSCL. But I am the IFSCL guy. Immediately, it's me. Green tower, open tower. There won't be colors for that represent the usual colors that we have in the show, because each player each player has its original color, and there can be up to 4 players per map. So there are like 7 different colors that you can use: red, purple, green, yellow, blue. And depending on that color, when you activate the tower, it will take the color of your side. But the color doesn't represent Hopper or Jeremy or whatever, because they are not in the game. Donc la connexion, oui, connexion minimum, bah, déjà il en faut une meilleure que celle que j'ai actuellement pour faire le stream, qui m'oblige à faire un stream en 360p. Donc je dis pas qu'il faut de la fibre, hein. Là j'en ai clairement pas. Mais quand je fais mes live streams IFSL, j'avais la fibre et c'était bien mieux, ça c'est sûr. Donc je sais pas, il faut une connexion décente. Je ne saurais dire. Faut pas avoir une connexion de merde, voilà. Faut avoir une connexion qui déjà nous paraisse bien quand on l'utilise. Donc si t'as l'impression que ta connexion est pourrie, c'est mauvais signe. Voilà. Malheureusement, encore une fois, c'est énormément. Enfin, c'est tout c'est un métier en soi, hein, de savoir réussir à faire des jeux avec qui sont ultra jouables sur des connexions merdiques et tout. C'est des histoires de prédiction et de machin. C'est un immense travail. Faire un jeu online est déjà un immense travail. Donc après, je fais de mon mieux avec les maigres connaissances et les maigres apprentissages que je fais de tout ça. Mais je suis pas, je suis loin d'être un dieu là-dessus, donc il faut quand même avoir une connexion pas trop merdique. Donc je pense pas qu'il faut la fibre, mais faut pas de la merde non plus. Tu peux quand même spawner quelques unités. Calm down. Donc ouais, on peut quand même spawner quelques unités, mais voilà, faut pas déconner non plus. Tout ça, quand ça va être en ligne, ça fait beaucoup d'unités qu'il faut mettre en ligne, quoi. Donc là, oui, je voulais retester. Non, c'est pas ça que je voulais faire, je suis bête. Et voilà. Donc spawn tower, Celle-là devrait automatiquement devenir la spawn tower si je désactive celle-là. Et ça ne marche toujours pas. Eh ben, tu vas passer toute la soirée. Quick question. If someone asks you to do a tutorial on tower modeling, would you agree or not? Just don't think about something. I probably won't because I'm not a tutorial guy, and it's a real skill to do that properly. And it takes time, a lot of time to do a proper tutorial and stuff. And the least thing I can do is trying to become a guy who do tutorials, and there's already a lot of guys that are doing that. So if you want to learn how to do a 3D model of a tower, it's just like learning for everything else. Just break it into pieces and look at what you need to learn. You need to learn a 3D program. Choose one and search tutorials for this 3D program. You need to do a cylinder, learn to do a cylinder. If you learn to do organic shapes like this, search for creating organic shapes tutorials. It's like that we learn. You're never going to have a tutorial for everything precise. You need to know the terms you're looking for, and then look at each tutorial for each term you're looking for. Doing fog here it's doing a cylinder, doing a texture, doing normal mapping, doing smoke effects and particles, and doing organic shapes. That's all the different tutorials that you need to look for. But there's no one tutorial for everything you want. Le live est bientôt fini hein, quand même. Favorite second character? Jim, definitely. I saw the Roblox Lyoko did on Roblox game. I saw it. I'm not very fond of Roblox game, but I do admit that they've done a pretty great job for this kind of game. They've reproduced a lot of places of the series, and it seems to be quite complete. So thumbs up for them. Yeah. They've done a great job with that. I think when I was younger, I would have loved to have that. Yeah, and my thing was still not working. So spawn. Of course, it doesn't spawn at the right place, but let's send it there. And that doesn't work. Why? Refresh spawn tower. Did you refresh the spawn tower as I asked you to do? State could not be found. Great. I wouldn't ask for more. Took. Commander. Model animator, 2 super smoke should have worked. Anyway. Yeah. Can I fix at least that? That would be great. Refresh spawn tower, yes. It did. Why isn't that working? Refresh. Spawn tower equal null, or spawn tower is not mine. Let's do some debug logs to help. That way. Hola, Izan, yeah. Good work. Thank you. Bye, Thiago. And let's see. I'm going to fix that bug. Set a spawn, a spawn. So this should be automatically made as soon as this is deactivated. Of course, if it's not called, I'm not going to have anything right. Yeah, I get why it wasn't working. So if I update the owner, update owner, and if not ready, update tower info. And there I should do the refresh. That's the right place. At least. Update tower. Whew, that should be great. Let's launch again. Yeah, I'm aware of those fan-made seasons, and I'm not rebirth is crap, and eradication. I'm never sure which one it is, but I don't think it's going to go far. The one that I'm interested to is the one that is made by Light 45, which is an adaptation of the Lyoko Chronicles, and it's the only fan-made season that I'm believing and that I know will go far, because they've done other stuff before, and they are not relying on false promises and heavy promotional stuff. So for me, only Lyoko the film, which is a Light 45 project, is an interesting fan-made season that is going maybe to be finished. For the others, I won't bet anything on the fact that they might end up great. Miros Malek, if you're talking about the video you're looking at, just look at the name and the description. Can you put a link to the live chat? Well, you can have it by clicking the one of the buttons around the chat, or simply, put a link. Yeah, you can have it. I think if you simply oh, I've got it there, for example. I guess this is the thing you're searching for. So yeah, I just wanted to go there and whew, so spawn tower, okay. So if I deactivate that one, this one should be, and it worked. Woo! One bug fixed. That was wrong. So, oh, live chat. You mean the project you support? Oh, okay. Whew, I got it. Well, just search for Light 45 Lyoko, and you should end up on one of these Lyoko Chronicles, Light Productions. They've got the preview. So it's We Light, that's the name, not Rebirth, because Rebirth is the project I don't believe in at all. But Relight is really the project I believe in. If there is one, I should believe. So you can. They didn't do yet an English version, but they've got nice visuals, and they've already made teasers for the 2D parts and the 3D parts, so they're really relying on real stuff, and that's interesting for that. But yeah, it's Clyde Productions. You probably don't have the full screen, so I can copy it directly. But at least they are not doing heavy promotional stuff all the time, trying to bring up the hype. And yeah, they are very interesting to do. And well, that project has at least some great stuff. That's fun. Is there anything else that I might fix or do fire animation for some other time? Minimap, it's for another time. Double room, another time. So restart triggers, unit action info block over. Can try to fix that part maybe. Info block. I saw a question. Do you think the Lyoko evolution was awful, less awful than Lyoko rebirth? Info block. Okay. Yeah, some fixes to do for another time. So yeah, I think I've shown you most things that I needed to show you. There's the units, the different towers modes, the energy, the resource, what's planned for the other sectors too. So I've shown you most of the things, the special units that are planned, the special programs that you'll be able to launch and research in the game. Yeah, that's basically the whole big content that is planned in this game. Other than that, I think I've shown everything I needed to show. And I fixed one bug, so already better than nothing. So yeah, there won't be new live stream before 1 or 2 weeks probably, and that one was showing the most. Will there be an evolution FSL? Nope. So yeah, all sectors planned. One or probably two maps per sector. Not all the sectors will be already there in the first public version. Probably not. Still a lot of things to work on, but it's going to be a great game. Can't wait to play it with everyone. And I think that's it. I just go back on the dashboard. No Jeremy Avatar plan in FSL. You forgot the sector A and the part that shines yellow on the sector. That's not planned, as you won't be able to see it with this view. The view is like that, almost. And if there's a part that shines, it will be so far away that it's not interesting to show. There's no point into showing that. So yeah, and even more since there will be different, different maps of the desert sector and such. So there's no reason to have each time a view, etc. So yeah, I think everything I needed. That's it for this live. Thank you all. If you need more information of the project, I invite you to check the links in descriptions, and subscribe to YouTube channel if you want to be quickly informed when there's a new video or trailer or whatever. If you want to participate in the betas, don't hesitate to. Don't ask directly because if I don't do one, there's no need. But when I do one, I inform you through the Discord or the Facebook and others. So just subscribe to one and you'll see it. And at that moment, you'll be able to take a seat if you want. So yeah, I probably do one or two prototypes beta online with interested people in the next month if I'm working on Lyoko Conquerors. It depends because of course I have also IFSCL and Lyoko Wonders to work on, and that's almost it for it. Yeah, should be all. The live stream really planned, already said. Still a lot of work on Lyoko Conquerors. You can have the latest info in the progression log. Again, also list in the video's description. Where you'll be able to see that when I'm reaching the end of the of one of the early access paragraph, that is because I'm coming soon to do a beta, so you can start to recheck once per week if I'm reaching that part, if you're interested into participating to a beta. And yeah, that's all. A lot of things to do again. I'm probably going to work on that again tonight and tomorrow, and then I take back the work on IFSCL because there's still a lot of work. Hopefully I still have a week of holidays to fully work on IFSCL and advance it a bit, and you'll have of course the release date of IFSCL as soon as possible, but don't expect it before at least 2 months. Voilà. Oui, donc les FSL, bah, vous aurez les news d'ici 2 mois, quoi. Enfin, s'il y a une version, bah, vous aurez des news avant 2 mois, je veux dire, mais vous attendez pas à une sortie avant un mois ou 2, je pense, parce qu'il y a encore énormément de choses à faire, bien entendu. Carthage, c'est pas rien, et il n'y a pas que Carthage dans l'histoire. Donc voilà. Mais la prochaine semaine que j'ai encore de vacances va me permettre de continuer de bosser à fond dessus et de l'avancer. Pas d'autres live stream donc prévus avant au minimum 1 ou 2 semaines, je pense. Voilà, parce que vous voyez bien que c'est déjà bien assez compliqué d'en faire une avec la connexion que j'ai actuellement. Donc vous doutez bien que j'irai pas beaucoup plus loin de ce côté-là. Et voilà, that's it. Thank you everybody for your presence. Spread the word about Lyoko Conquerors. Voilà, merci. Et à la prochaine. Bye bye everyone. Bye.